I just got called out on my YouTube channel by I'll call it a hater or a doubter or somebody who maybe just doesn't have the knowledge of how to sell on Amazon. But they essentially ran my numbers. They said, all right, Steve, I've seen your screenshots. You've sold over $500,000. You've sold a little over 12,000 products. That comes out to about $43, $44, something like that. I'm calling BS. So this person's telling me that I'm full of you-know-what and that it's not possible to sell books and DVDs and all different types of items for more than $40 on Amazon. And the truth is, for a lot of folks who just go to thrift stores, maybe just garage sales, maybe you're flipping, items you find at auctions. Yeah, that might not be possible to have an ASP of $40 to $50. As a matter of fact, in the last 30 days, this person's really going to think I'm full of it. My ASP, my average selling price, is over $73. So I've sold just a hair under $70,000 and a little over 900 products. That's over $73 per item that I'm selling on Amazon FBA. Now, a couple things that I want to, share, because if folks don't have knowledge of Amazon FBA or eBay to Amazon flips, which is what I do, or online arbitrage, you might think I'm full of baloney. And you might think there's no way, there's a dude on the internet just trying to sell me a course. He's full of you-know-what. And here's the deal. When you do eBay to Amazon flips like I do, so what I do is I buy items on eBay, they come to my house, and I send them to Amazon FBA. I'm able to hand pick, AKA cherry pick, products that I want to go after. Now, there's pros and cons to what I do. One of the benefits is I can cherry pick high ticket, high end items that turn quickly and sell for a good amount of money. The downside is it's not like thrifting where I'm making 80% profit margin. My profit margin is between 20 to 25%, which means if I sell an item for, let's just say, $100, I might make $20 to $25 profit after all is said and done. So the upside is I can buy these items from home, I can cherry pick the best of the items, but the downside is I don't have crazy, insane margins. So when I share numbers such as I'm doing $50, $60, $70,000 a month, I just want folks to know, especially the people who are thrifting and are maybe new to business, it's not all profit. And this is something you have to keep in mind. When people share with you, oh, I did $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $50,000 a month, whatever it is, that's not all profit, okay? And I'll go a step further. All because I'm making sales and I'm saying I'm making profit, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm putting it in my pocket. What, Steve? What do you mean? Profit means you're putting it in your pocket. No, this is the ignorance of so many people who run a business. And you want to know what? This was me as well. I thought profit meant that's money I put in my pocket. But no, when you run an Amazon business or an eBay business or any physical product-based business, you have to reinvest money back into the business. So you have to go one step further and take a look at your cash flow statement. Cash flow is essentially how much money do you have left over after sales, profit, and then reinvesting back into the business, okay? So that's a whole different story. And if you're wondering how much money am I putting into my pocket, it really varies. Some months I'm putting almost all the profit back in my pocket. Some months I'm not putting any profit in my pocket. Some months I might even be going into the red because I might be reinvesting. Maybe I hired a new virtual assistant. Lately I've been investing a lot of money into softwares to be able to optimize my eBay to Amazon business. I just created something called the E to A Master Sheet, and it's not available yet, but I've spent over $13,000 recently creating this software because it's really hard to actually reconcile your inventory when you're doing eBay to Amazon. And imagine how hard it is to know were items delivered. Did the person send the right item, the right quantity? Was it the correct item? Imagine if you had 700, 800, 1,000, 1,500 items come in your house every single month. It's a nightmare. So, I don't want to get into that in this video, but the point I'm trying to make is all because I'm doing crazy sales and even $12,000, $13,000, $15,000 a month profit, which I'm at right now, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm putting that much in my pocket. And that's what a lot of folks have to understand. And a lot of you folks are going to learn this the hard way as you expand into maybe online arbitrage or eBay to Amazon flips or into different models. Thrifting's great. It's amazing. The margins are fantastic, but the downside is you have to drive all around town. And after I got in my car accident, I didn't want to do that. You're competing with everybody and their mom, including my mom, who's been selling books for 10 years. You have to rely on thrift stores restocking their inventory. You got to fight with all the other reseller vultures. Sometimes there's not a lot of inventory. And while you don't have to spend a lot of money and the margins are great, you're really relying on, thrift stores. Whereas when you're doing online arbitrage or eBay to Amazon flips, I've got millions of people who are constantly putting their items up for sale on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and Mercari. And, you know, I don't source only from eBay, even though it is the majority of my sourcing. So when I share, oh, I've got a $40, $50, $60, $70 ASP, just keep in mind for the folks who are out there who are new and you're thinking, oh, he's making all this money, he's full of you know what. It's not all profit, right? It's a percentage of profit, usually around 20 to 25% at my point. I have a team that I have to pay. There's Amazon fees, so on and so forth. So, I mean, I'm really proud of what I've built so far. I've done over $500,000 literally in the last 12 months right now. The last 30 days, just shy of 70,000, which is fantastic because I was averaging about 50K a month for the last 4 months. And then finally was able to kind of crack the code doing electronics and some higher ticket products. And I've optimized my business and now I'm over 60. Now I'll see if I can maintain that. But I love being able to source products from home. I love not having to rely on thrift stores. And even though the margins are less, I'm only working 5 to 10 hours a week. So for anyone who's in my eBay to Amazon masterclass or you went through my free eBay to Amazon webinar, if not, I'll put the link to that free webinar down below, but go through that. It'll open up your eyes to eBay to Amazon flipping, to the opportunities of online arbitrage. But just know it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's challenging. For me, I put up a lot of money. There's a lot of credit. You have to understand Keepa. You have to understand how to analyze products and softwares and IP complaints and avoiding counterfeits. So there's no such thing as a business that's going to be perfect and super easy. That's a bunch of BS. And for the folks who call me out in the comments saying, oh,
you can't sell DVDs for 40 to 50 bucks.
You don't know what you're talking about. And you should really educate yourself and talk from experience instead of talking from ignorance just because you're going to a thrift store if you've never sold a DVD before. So, just wanted to share that with everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.